Islam Makhachevs coach breaks down Jack Dalla Maddalena fight. Islam Makhachevs head coach Javier Mendez made it clear that they're not taking Jack Dalla Maddalena lightly. With the welterweight showdown looming, Mendez says the camp is preparing for a full 5-round war, not banking on an early finish or underestimating Jack's boxing pedigree. This isn't a short-notice warm-up. It's all hands on deck in Dagestan. Now let's talk about the heat around this one. After Ilia Topuria moved up and called Islam a coward for running away from the challenge, tensions between divisions have never been higher. Ilia wanted that legacy fight, but instead, Islam's gunning for gold at 170. JDM isn't your typical step-up. He's a pressure-heavy striker with precise hands and underrated composure. But the reality is, he's never faced someone with Islam's suffocating wrestling, timing, and fight IQ. Islam's ability to nullify chaos with pure control is what makes this so interesting. And if Islam wins, everything's in play. A move down to lightweight to silence Ilia once and for all, possibly. But a dominant win could also set up massive fights at 170, maybe against Shavkat Rakhmonov. Can you imagine Islam versus Shavkat? What a fight. Either way, this isn't just a fight. It's a crossroads for Islam's legacy. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that shakes up the MMA world. Now, let's get right into it.
I'm always the same. I never change. I'm ready for a 5-round war, and the reason being is if I go out, say, oh, he's going to submit him or he's going to dominate him, but then the fight happens and no submission, no domination, then my train of thought goes away and I forgot to be engaged in the fight because I thought about, oh, okay, we're not going to submit him. But that little thought to me is something that I can't afford. Like, for instance, if you think about if you're driving in the freeway and you lose track and you look behind and all of a sudden you look ahead, you just wrecked because you weren't paying attention. So I kind of look at it like that. I need to be engaged at all times and look at the fights and what's going on in front of me. So if I look at, oh, he should have finished them in the second round and he didn't, then I thinking, oh, we didn't finish in the second round. A thought pattern changes, so I don't want to do that. So I like to stay engaged the whole time through.
Moving up next, we have Daniel Cormier fires back at Jon Jones' call-out. After Jones boldly claimed he'd destroy a prime Daniel Cormier worse at heavyweight than he did at light heavyweight, DC has responded and he's not holding back. Jones, in an interview with Jeffrey Wu, reignited the rivalry by saying he believes his speed and power have translated better to heavyweight and that he would have done even more damage to DC if they had fought in that division. He emphasized his improved power, and especially his kicks, referencing the head kick that dropped Cormier in their second bout at 205. But DC isn't buying it. On his YouTube channel, the former double champ dismissed the idea entirely, saying Jon should stop fantasizing about the past and focus on the actual heavyweight landscape, particularly the interim champ, Tom Aspinall. DC was once 15-0 as a heavyweight before ever dropping down. His only losses at heavyweight came at ages 40 and 41 against Stipe, widely considered one of the greatest heavyweights in UFC history. At his peak, DC was one of the most dominant forces in both weight classes. The timing of Jones's comments is also raising eyebrows, with Aspinall waiting for his shot at undisputed gold. Some see this call-out of a retired DC as a deflection from the real challenge ahead.
I'm retired. I'm done. I'm 46. I'm washed up. I'm a broadcaster. I'm a commentator. I am a talking head. How about this novel idea? Fight the dude that's actually wanting to fight. I don't want to fight Jon Jones. I have no desire to fight anyone. There could be a 25-pounder called me out to a fight and I'd be like, I don't really feel like doing that anymore. Those days are behind me. But how about fight the dude that's actually waiting to fight you? Tom Aspinall, right? It's not about what may have happened back then. We want to know, as the consumer, what's going to happen today. What's going to happen today if Jon Jones fights Tom Aspinall? I am telling you right now, I have no desire to fight this man. Am I afraid of this man? Absolutely not. But I'm not here to fight no more. I'm a broadcaster. But there's a guy that's waiting. There's a guy that's up to his neck in frustrations because he's been waiting for so long.
Next, we have Jon Jones gets knocked out via a body shot, loses it on teammate. Some shocking news just surfaced in Russian MMA circles after Jon Jones's former sparring partner, who recently reunited with him to help prepare for an upcoming fight camp, even though Jones's next bout hasn't been officially announced, revealed that Jon was brutally dropped during sparring and didn't take it well. According to him, Jones lashed out at the training partner afterward. Rustam Khabilov, who spent years at Jackson Wink Academy and was one of Jon's main sparring partners through several fight camps, had previously shared a story about Jon getting dropped with a liver kick, a moment that Jones later confirmed himself, even naming Adlan Amagov as the man who landed it. Well, it looks like something similar just happened again. In a recent interview, Khabilov revealed that Jon had another rough moment in training, eerily similar to the liver kick story. This time, it was a vicious knee to the ribs that sent Jon crashing to the mat. Here's what Khabilov said. "This time I saw it with my own eyes. You know, last time with Adlan, I was already in the locker room when I heard something had happened, so I didn't actually witness it. But this time it played out right in front of me. We were all sparring, and Jon was just a few steps away, not far at all. He was right in my line of sight. I saw him take a clean knee straight to the right side of his ribs. Suddenly, everyone around him froze and stopped sparring. That's when I really looked over and I saw him kind of crumpled on the mat. He was clearly in pain. It was a hard knockdown, especially considering Jon was dominating the session. Honestly, he was playing with his partner. I think he just lost focus for a moment, and that's all it took. That knee took him out of sparring for the rest of the day. I think he actually broke his ribs. It looked serious. And I'll tell you right now, the kid who landed that knee, he's not going to be sleeping easy. Jon's not the type to let something like that slide. He hates losing, even in sparring. So yeah, it's going to get real interesting in the gym once Jon's back. This isn't exactly the kind of headline you'd want floating around before potentially stepping into the cage with someone like Tom Aspinall, arguably the toughest challenge Jon's ever faced. Let us know what you think about these updates in the comments below. Is Islam ready for Jack Dalla Maddalena? Should Jon finally face Tom Aspinall? And did DC shut that door for good? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next.